En septiembre del 2014 tuvo lugar un oscuro suceso cuya repercusión mediática no fue tan grande como uno esperaría. Un par de hermanos fueron supuestamente rescatados de un horrible culto en el que su padre era el líder. De buenas a primeras, todos creyeron lo que los hermanitos dijeron, era tanta la información que daban y tan detallada que no podían estar mintiendo, todo lo decían de una forma tan natural y clara. Pero una vez que se ve el vídeo por segunda vez, la gente se dio cuenta de algunas cosas, como por ejemplo que salvo en una ocasión, siempre parecen estar siendo interrogados en espacios abiertos o en domicilios particulares y siempre por la misma persona. El padrastro, también podemos escuchar a su madre en algunas ocasiones, el interrogatorio es repetitivo, hostil y más bien parece un ensayo, incluso se les puede ver agotados, como si llevaran horas diciendo lo mismo. Independientemente de que su padre fuese el supuesto líder, los niños sabían demasiado a lo que un niño de esa edad, integrante de un supuesto culto por mera lógica debería saber. Tanto si hay un ápice de verdad en el testimonio de esos niños o si todo fue orquestado por la madre y su pareja para desprestigiar y acusar al padre, lamentablemente queda entendido que hubo un severo abuso psicológico hacia los menores. Según tenemos entendido, el padre recuperó la custodia de los niños y estos entraron a terapia enseguida. A continuación se presentan dichas entrevistas subtituladas al español.
To have a little bit of fear, to face it, and then your fear will be gone.
But you feel a bit of fear. Why do you feel a bit of fear? Tell Mama. Look at the
You
camera.
feel
Tell
a
Mama.
bit of fear because it's really dangerous, and I ate
Look at me.
and I ate babies, and I ate babies before, and I feel really weak about it, really weak. I'm not strong. But when I eat hemp, I feel really strong.
Tell the camera.
I feel when I eat hemp, I feel really strong. Really.
When you eat hemp?
Yes, and feel really powerful. But when I eat meat, I feel really, really
That's
weak.
right.
And
Tell the camera.
when I
Say what you
eat,
said to
when
the
I
camera.
ate, the first time when we ever done it with Papa, the first time when we were little done it, we had feared so much.
When you did what?
When we killed a baby, first time, and
You
we knew
killed the
about it.
babies?
Yes.
You
With-
yourself?
With Papa. Papa
Pap-
holding my hand. He helped me. But he told me to cut the baby's head off. But he forced me to. I couldn't.
He held
so
your hands?
He held my hand. Yes.
Like what? Show me.
So this is my hand on the knife. He put his big hand on, and he pushed my hand and then cut off the head, like that. And then when we got older, we got more used to it. But then we understood. When my mom found out about it, she understood. She told me that it's wrong to do this kind of stuff. So then but then me and Gabriel had still been used to it. But then we had understood that it's wrong.
And so, what your decision
And
is?
then our decision, we had still a lot of fear in our head. But then when we read a book called June, it said that fear is the mind killer. So when we heard that, we thought that it was true. It was not really true. But then after, there was a man called Abraham who came to help us. He said that it is true, that fear is the mind killer. And then after, he said we had to face our fear. So then after we faced our fear,
Look in the camera. The camera is here.
and then we after,
Camera is here. This
and
way.
then after we faced our fear.
So, what you decided?
And
Come here, Gabriel.
and we decided that we should stop. Or then we should
Come,
stop
Gabriel, come
killing
closer to
babies,
Alice.
and we should stop doing sex, or it's just going to be pointless, and we just have to, it's just going to have to be going to jail and just go back.
So what we're gonna do? We're gonna protect other babies and children, huh?
And when you face
And
when
save
you-
those children who are involved, or who've been forced to be involved, right?
Yes, yes. And when you face and James was in it. When you face the fear, you get less fear on you.
No, we go to class sometimes too, yes.
Right, so
We go to class sometimes,
okay.
yes.
Okay, so you go to class.
Yes.
Okay, and then what happens when you get
And
to
then
class?
they got this, in my classroom, they got this little door at the back, right at the back
Yeah.
of the classroom. They got a little door and it's just like a tiny little room. It's all stuffed with sweets, prizes, especially to pay the children with sweets, to do sex to them.
Right,
Yeah, so they give sweets as much as they like.
yeah.
So they give sweets so till they're like full, they're done. So because while they eat the sweets, they do sex to them. So like they pay them sweets, and then after they do what they want them to do.
Okay.
Because our the children.
Who? What children? What children?
So there's children from our school, 200 children in our
Yes.
school, but it's not like all.
Okay.
There's 20
What
special
ones? Tell
children.
me, who are these 20 special
There's
children?
Millie, she's a brown girl.
Millie who?
Millie Cowell,
Millie Cow.
yes.
Okay. So how do you know she's one of the 20 special children?
Because I know because she comes and they do sex to her, mostly.
Who's they? Who's they?
The teachers, the parents, the staff.
Every single teacher or specific teachers?
No, the whole school does it. The whole school, and we got our own church
Yeah.
too. So because they do that, because after as I said, we kill babies, we drink their blood, we eat them.
Okay.
But then after so the social services who are in it,
Yeah.
they go to families, So if the families can't afford, so they get a baby but they can't look after it or anything, they can't buy food or they can't buy clothes, they can't look after it. So the families who sell their children,
Yeah.
so the social services get them. They say they get them to a foster home, but they don't. They get the babies or the children, and then they get Miss Marden,
Yeah.
our nurse in our school. She injects the child or baby in the neck just here though,
Right, okay. And how do you
And-
know that?
because I saw her doing it.
How did you see her doing it?
Because I saw her in the staff room. She was getting this. So she got this
Okay.
injection, and she done. So the baby was there. It was just sitting on the table,
Right.
and I was just laughing there. And after she just injected her, and I was I was slowly went to sleep. But not just like a thud, not like just fell straight away. They put because it looked like it was slowly moving down like that.
Right.
Yes, so
Okay.
then after
So his baby's gone to sleep.
yes,
what
and then
happened?
after they get put on this bit, they get the baby to hang it upside down.
And how do they hang
yes,
upside
with
down?
the string
From where?
on the wall, because there's this little like is a screw, and they put a string as like a circle string,
Yeah.
tie it to the legs, hang it upside down, and then they get the knife they use for cutting the baby's head off. So you know this big ones, like this big Chinese ones,
Yeah.
which you chop up coconut and stuff.
Right.
Yes, they get cleavers, aren't they? No,
Okay.
I don't know what they're called.
You've described it well enough.
Yes.
That's fine. Okay.
So then because our dad, he forces me and Gabriel to do it. But because we can't, we're not strong enough to cut the baby's head off, he does us to hold the knife, and he puts his hand at the top of our hand, and he helps us to cut the baby's head off. Because he's learning, he's teaching me and Gabriel, so when we're older, to do it to our own children and do this kind of stuff to our own children.
Where is it this that happens?
The church, the kitchen in our church.
The kitchen in the church.
Yes, they
okay.
got-
So,
yes.
right, this string. Tell me about this string.
So it's just like, it's not just like just a thin normal string. It's a bit thick. It's like maybe that that thick.
Okay.
And they tie around,
Okay.
like in a circle.
Right.
Hang it up on the
Where do they tie it to on the baby?
So it's like on legs. So they put the legs
Right.
together, tie it on,
Yeah.
and so it's like one string around and then one string attached,
Yeah.
and it's hanging upside down. They get the knife, but they don't just cut it off absolutely. It's still on. So they slide the head off, but it's still hanging on.
So okay.
Yes, and then there's a big white bowl on
Yeah.
the floor, and then the blood drips in, and then we pour it in a big silver goblet.
Okay, so where's this white bowl? Where did they get the white bowl from?
They bought the big white bowl
From where?
from there's any shop, any white
And where did they get the bowl? Where did they get the bowl from this time?
any shop like this. So
But you obviously didn't see them get the bowl.
No, I don't know what shop, but I think they went to this what is it called, the next Brent Cross.
Okay.
It's near Brent Cross.
And where is it kept at the
In a
church?
cupboard.
What cupboard?
There's just like a normal cupboard. So it's like near
Whereabouts?
like a cupboard, like a kitchen cupboard.
Right. Okay.
So
And
it's
where
like
is this kitchen cupboard?
There's a kitchen in the church and
Right.
in a school.
Right. There's a kitchen.
Yes.
I've got it. This
Yes.
kitchen. So we're in the kitchen.
Yes.
Baby's hanging up.
Yes.
And you said that there's a
Yes.
white
So
bowl.
yes.
And it's kept in a
Yes.
cupboard. So what cupboard is it kept in?
It's just a wooden cupboard. So it's like
Okay. So if I was to go in the kitchen, how would I find it? Tell me how I can find
so
this
it's
bowl.
like it's not as big as this room. It's
Yeah.
much bigger.
Okay.
Bigger.
Right.
So it's just like maybe just around on this wall, just around here. There's this little cupboard.
Right.
It's not little. It's kind of medium size.
Right. There's a medium cupboard. So where's the door? So you
Yes,
described the
the
kitchen.
door is a bit like that. A bit
Right.
like that.
So the door's over there.
Yes.
Then you said the cupboard would be in the other corner.
Yes.
Have I got that right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. And is the cupboard up in the top or down
Yeah.
on the bottom?
No, it's at the top,
So
like
it's
in
a
the
top-
middle, like that. Yes.
And you say it's wooden. What colour wooden?
Just normal brown wood.
Okay. And there are any other cupboards around it?
Yes, there is some other cupboards like around the walls.
So
Lots and lots and lots.
So-
It's just a few.
if I come in, how can I go to that cupboard without making any mistake with one of the other
So
cupboards?
like if you come in a room, here's this sink, and here's this big table,
Yeah.
and just this as I said, a cupboard.
Okay.
So you see this frame and it says
Yeah.
wish.
Yeah.
It's a bit bigger than that size, and it's just that colour of wood, a bit brown,
Yeah.
and then it's just this cupboard, and then just got the normal handles, and then just like this, just wooden handles.
Okay.
So you have to open, and there's this white bowl and a silver
Okay.
goblet. The two things that we use, the plates that we used to eat the baby on. Yes. So and they tell me and Gabriel, but who actually killed the babies was my father. He kills the babies.
Okay. So the baby's hanging up, and
Yes.
you say, how do they hang it up? What do they use? You've got the string on
Yes.
the leg.
Yes.
And then what's it attached to?
No. It's got a screwdriver on the wall.
There's a screwdriver on the
Yes.
wall. Whereabouts
they
on
hang-
the wall?
It's just like a wall. It's not like the same like this room. The door is actually there. That's the kitchen where we actually do that's the
boss
Of what?
of the whole thing.
Of the what? Boss of what?
Of the whole cult. The whole pedophile
And
ring.
what do they do, this guy?
They do Secta, they kill babies.
Sex to who?
They do sex to children. They do it to each other. It's
What do they do
sell
with
it.
these babies?
They eat it. Do sex
How do they
first.
eat the baby?
They cut.
Alive? Is the baby alive?
No, they inject it to make it go to sleep.
And
then after, Papa tells us to hold a knife, and then he puts his big hand on. He pushes it into the neck, cuts it, and after, but when it's upside down, so it's like he goes like
So how
that.
do the babies become upside down?
So you get a string, hang it up, and it's upside down when it's asleep. Well,
Hang the baby upside down after they inject it.
yes. Miss Martin, the nurse, she
Martin.
injected.
Who's Miss Martin?
Miss Martin is a nurse of our school. She does the injecting. She pretends to be kind to my mom and tries to say be kind.
She's a member of this cult?
Yes, she's the
And
one.
what do they all have? You say they all have a special something that they wear and stuff.
Yes, they wear this, but they wear this special kind of shoes. They make
What shoes? What special kind of shoes?
Baby skin shoes. Daniel, Felix, and Max.
Who are Daniel, Felix and Max?
They work at a shoe shop.
You're the
Daniel and
shoemaker?
Felix, yes.
What shoe shop do they work at?
Daniel and Felix, they work in the next to the O2 Centre one in this tube station.
Just tell me what they do, these fellows.
And those fellows, they take off the skin. I don't know how.
The skin of whom?
Of the baby. The baby.
And they make shoes.
Yes.
And who wears these shoes?
Papa, everyone wears the shoes.
Everyone in the cult.
Yes. We also have a church, our own big church, and we use it for sex, eating baby, drinking baby's blood. We sacrifice the baby, we do sex to the babies, we throw when we're dancing with the skulls after the babies are dead.
What skulls?
The baby skulls,
From before?
Yeah, from before. We put it on.
Where do the baby skulls come from?
They come from the baby.
How would you get them from the baby?
We cut the baby's head off. Then we clear all the meat from the skulls, and then we put all the meat and cook it. Sometimes we roast it. Sometimes we roast it in the oven. Sometimes we cook it on a frying pan.
You told me there's some restaurants.
Yeah, and there's some restaurants, McDonald's in Hampstead, and East Finchley. And East Finchley is a swimming pool, and in East Finchley there's a swimming pool, and the whole East Finchley does it. The boss does it. Everybody does it.
That's what?
The sex, eating baby, and there's McDonald's in there, and they're also involved, and there's Starbucks inside, and they're also involved, and there's sweets shop in there.
So not all McDonald's are involved,
No.
and not all Starbucks.
No,
Only the ones where?
in Hampstead and East Finchley.
Have you drunk blood?
Yeah, tastes like metal.
Tastes like metal.
I do loads of taste it.
Well, you're vegetarian. You're vegan.
It's weird taste.
Weird taste. They made you eat flesh as well. Baby's flesh.
Flesh?
Was it baby's flesh?
Yes, baby flesh and meat and normal animal flesh like chicken and beef.
Right. Why do they cut the heads off the babies?
They hang it upside down.
Right.
And after this big white ball under. And after they cut the head off so it falls on the floor.
Right.
They leave it on, they cut off the head.
Yeah.
But then after it's still on, it's just hanging on.
Right.
And then the blood drips in. And if there's blood spilled on the floor or anything, like blood splattered anywhere, they got mops. They do everything.
Yeah, they don't like to leave a mess.
No, they would like to leave the mess.
Right.
But they know that just in case, if maybe one of the children will.
Who are you going to help us to catch?
All the people, Papa, Mr. Collins, the school.
All the policemen.
What happens in the church?
And we do baby sacrifice and eat the baby.
What do you mean sacrifice and eat the baby?
So we kill the baby and eat it and drink the blood from it.
Is that true, Gabriel?
Yes. And we dance with the skulls.
You what?
We dance with the skulls in the church.
What skulls?
Skulls of the baby.
Pardon?
Baby skulls. The skulls of the baby.
You dance with the baby skulls?
Yes.
And who kills the babies?
Papa, me, and Lisa.
And who kills the babies?
Papa, me, and Lisa.
Who kills the babies?
Papa.
And who kills the babies?
Papa, me, and Lisa.
Who kills the babies?
Papa.
And what, he gets you to help him?
Yes.